Hello everybody, welcome to M.N.S Linguistics. I'm going to be making a series teaching the Yemenite dialect of Arabic, and I'll be basing the lessons off of this book, Conversational Arabic, Quick and Easy, Yemeni Dialect, written by Yatir Nitsani. Amazon link in the description. But before we start the lessons, I wanted to review the book for all of you, to give you all a better idea of why I chose to use this book out of all the others. So why this book? Well, I was very impressed by the work of this book. In my opinion, it actually accurately depicted the Yemenite twist and influence on the Arabic language. Over the 6 years that I've spent trying to find an accurate guide to the Yemenite dialect of Arabic, I have never found any source as good as this book. Since the Yemenite dialect is only spoken by people actually from Yemen, as opposed to languages like French, which is spoken by people in France, Canada, throughout Europe and Africa, and even in Morocco. Or Spanish, which is spoken by people in Spain, South America, plenty of North America, and once again in Morocco as well. Now compare this to Yemen, which is not only a small country, but also a very secluded one, thus causing the language to be very unrecognizable and almost irrelevant. That's why Yatir's accomplishment is so impressive. However, there is one big flaw in this book. In my opinion, the Arabic is unreadable. Now I was aware that there wasn't any Arabic writing in this book, it openly stated so on the back of it, and I right away knew that that would be a problem. You see, Arabic is a language that I feel does not go well in English letters. However, if you really refuse to teach the Arabic alphabet in your book, and you're willing to put in the extra effort, you could technically make your own way of spelling Arabic words with English letters. Though you have to set aside a special chapter or lesson to teach the readers how to use that book's spelling method. Which this book does have, but it in itself is very flawed. You see, out of the 10 main foreign letters that aren't easily pronounced or recognized by an English speaker, Yatir only mentions 4. And not only that, in the book's actual lesson section, he doesn't use any indication to differentiate between the regular English pronunciation and the foreign counterpart pronunciation. And that's where I come in. My job is to help make this book usable and more convenient through these videos. You'll be able to read the words appropriately, and in my opinion, have an overall easier time using the book as you follow along with me. I think it's worth mentioning that there really aren't any other books that teach this specific dialect of Arabic, at least that aren't extremely expensive. And I don't even know if they're accurate or not. I found a different book that claims to teach the Adani version of the Yemenite dialect, but the Adani dialect is a specific dialect within an already very specific dialect. So, not what I'm looking for. Now, as far as the book's physical status, I was right away surprised by how thin the book was. I have never seen a book claiming to teach a language have so little content. This is answered on the back of the book where it says, quote, "If your desire is to learn complicated grammatical rules or to speak perfectly proper and precise Arabic, this book is not for you. However, if you need to actually hold a conversation while on a trip to Yemen, to impress that certain someone, or to be able to speak with your grandfather or grandmother as soon as possible, then the Nitsani method is what you have been looking for." End quote. So yeah, that's why it's so thin. It's not a whole language book, it's a book that teaches the absolute basics of the language. But don't worry, I'll be going through a lot more detail than the book does. So all in all, do I recommend buying this book? Well, yes, but without someone to guide you with the pronunciation, especially if you don't have any prior knowledge of the Arabic language, have in mind that you won't be getting the right pronunciation of the words. But I still recommend buying the book because it's better than nothing. And as far as a guide, that's where I come in. And besides, it's pretty cheap anyways. So if you'd like to join us on this journey, then like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and comment down below on why you're interested in the Yemenite language. And I'll see you all in the next video.